I remember when Madeline and I, we were traveling in the former communist nations when the walls came down. We lived in Sweden, and it was fascinating to go visit some of these churches all over that were, originally under the oppression of, communism. And I worked with these pastors. In Kazakhstan, the average age of the pastor I worked with, the pastors, were 17. Matter of fact, I worked with two 15-year-old pastors. One was Denis Podorosky, and he actually came from Uzbekistan, spent time in prison. He was 15 years of age and had a church of over 200 people. Now, I didn't say he was saved for 15 years. I said he was 15 years old. He had been saved 1 year and had the Bible. And because he was the first one to get a Bible, they thought he was the spiritual giant. He pastored that church, which today is several hundred people. But I remember meeting these young pastors, and something about their spirit was so different from what I found in North America. If I was to describe those believers that we had so much joy working with, I would say they were high impact and low maintenance. They'd be persecuted. They'd be living in poverty. The guys that I worked with, the original team in Kazakhstan that I worked with, they ate pigeons to stay alive. It's true, they ate pigeons. And I remember one time they were in the Bible school, and I asked one of the drummers, one of the musicians, his name was Serge. I said, Serge, are you guys still eating pigeons to stay alive? Oh, he goes, yeah. He said, the first time he said, yeah, 3 pigeons equals 1 chicken. And so I went back a few years later, and I said, hey, Serge, you guys still eating pigeons? And he said, no. I said, oh, praise God. God's meeting your need. Isn't that wonderful? He goes, yeah, no more chickens, no more pigeons in Almaty. We eat all the pigeons. I said, well, how are you staying alive? He goes, oh, stray dogs. We have lots of stray dogs. And he says, if they offer you hot dog, don't eat it. It's hot dog. And so... But the joy, the laughter, the sense of victory. How many times would people here would complain or be upset about, oh, the conditions are so hard? Because what I saw in North America was a different caliber of believer. Instead of being ready to face challenge and obstacle, it was like they were high maintenance and low impact. There was a family that was coming to this church for some time, and one day they were upset because I didn't go to their house for dinner. Well, the problem was they had never invited me. And listen, but that was enough of a reason to leave. Well, I thought if that's going to make you offended and cause you to lose your faith, and I don't know what kind of faith you had to begin with. And by the way, if you do invite me for dinner, I know your grandmother or your mother might have had a great pasta recipe, but I'm the real deal. I'm Calabrese to the core. Please don't make me pasta, because I will not lie. Is this as good as your mom's? I'm going to tell you, no. You don't use ketchup. You don't use sugar. I'm sorry.